Design the life you desire right now and supercharge your results by doing this simple action. Hello, my name is Mark Fitzgerald and welcome to the Property Unleashed channels. It's great to have you joining me here. So how can you supercharge your results and start to live the life that you desire? Or just start taking the right actions and the right steps to live the life that you desire? Well, it's very, very simple. But as the old saying goes, it's very simple to do, but it's very simple and easy not to do. So you need to make sure that you start making a habit of this very simple and practical way of doing things. We've all heard the saying, failing to plan is planning to fail. And this is so important in whatever it is you're trying to achieve and do. If you're trying to get into property or you're trying to grow a business in general, you need to have a plan. You need to have time set aside for this. So the recommended time for this, and it's very, very easy to do, is 60 to 90 minute slots, one a day. If you can fit one of those in a day, then you will really supercharge your results. And I'm going to cover with you exactly what you need to be looking at, how you need to be presenting this, and how you need to be setting this up for maximum results. Doing this simple tasks has helped me supercharge 3 businesses, 2 property businesses and a marketing business, to be able to build myself up, to be able to get myself where I want to be. Okay? You can do exactly the same things, and I'm going to help you with that now. So you need to set these slots up at a time where you're not going to be interrupted by anybody else, okay? You need to make sure that you can set this time aside, you can switch everything off, and you're not going to be interrupted. Nobody's going to be asking you for anything or doing anything like that, or it won't work. So the best time I find for doing this for myself is early in the morning. I like to get up nice and early when the family's still in bed, when the world's still asleep, and I can crack on and plan out what I need to be doing in my 60 to 90 minute slots. Now, why is it 60 to 90 minutes? Well, basically our brain power at the end of the day will start to wane and flag after that. Concentration only lasts for so long. So for some people, it could be 60 minutes that they can really get a nailed down focus on what they need to do. Some people will be able to go for the 90 minutes. I tend to range to go for 60 minutes. And if I'm in the flow, I'll keep going for about 90 minutes before I have a break. If not, at the end of the day, it's 60 minutes and done. So there's a few criteria that you need to do. There's a fantastic book out there called Build a Business in 90 Minutes a Day. That also has some good references for this, and also how people have built businesses themselves and grown it and scaled it into multi-million-pound companies. So first of all, let's go over a few of the criteria that we need to cover to master this. And one of them is planning ahead. You need to make sure you have a plan. You need to make sure you have a schedule. You can't just sit down and think to yourself, I've got 60 minutes. Ooh, what am I going to do? Because you'll end up scrolling the internet. You'll end up on your phone. You'll end up on social media. You'll end up doing loads of things that you don't want to be doing. You want to be focusing and concentrating on that 60-minute slot. And that 60-minute slot is all about how can I, A, move myself forward, better myself, and B, how can I build a business? How can I start a business? How can I grow a business? What actions do I need to be taking? And in those 60-minute slots, you want to have a plan. So if you're looking at starting a business, then you really want to be sitting down and saying, right, what am I going to call my business? Let's get back to the foundations. What am I going to call it? How am I going to set it up? Will it be a sole trader business? Will it be a limited company? Will it be a partnership? Go back to basics and see what you need, and use those 60-minute slots to say, right here, right now, I've got 60 minutes to focus on the name. Let's get a load of names written out. Write down everything you can, all the different names. No name's a silly name, and then you can start to give it to other people to start to say, which name do you think's the best? Which name do you think rings true for the business that I'm starting, okay? But it all starts with a plan for that 60 minutes. So whatever it is you're doing, and if you're already in business, but you're thinking to yourself, it's slow going, I'm not getting the results that I need, my property business is struggling, I need more landlords, I need more tenants, I need more deals. then you need to sit down and plan and say, right, tomorrow, the 60-minute slot that I've had, the allocated time where nobody can disturb me is going to be time I'm just looking for leads. I'm just looking for landlords. I'm taking the actions to find the landlords. I'm taking the actions to market and find tenants. I'm taking the actions to look for investors, or I'm taking the actions to go through the portals and look for deals. And I'm going to make a spreadsheet of deals for 60 minutes straight. Okay? Have a plan and plan it out and put it in a diary. Have a diary, a digital diary or a written diary, but have something you can write it out so when you sit down, you can't forget what it is you're supposed to be doing. And don't just do it for one day. Plan out the week. Now, not everybody's got time to be able to do this every day. I understand that. But try and do this at least 3 times a week. 3 times a week, you will see dramatic results. You will see fantastic results by having 3 slots a week. Basically, if you can find 3 hours. 3 hours. If you cannot find 3 hours, that's because you don't want to. Okay? You could say, well, I'm busy, Mark. I've got family. I work full-time job. I'm juggling this. I'm juggling that. Yep, I've been there. I have been there myself. I was there doing a corporate job, managing production lines, bringing up kids, 2 kids, demanding kids, making sure that, daddy taxi and everything, taking them everywhere. But what did I do? I got up earlier or I stayed up a bit later. Okay? If your kids are early risers and you're thinking, well, it's all right for you, I can't get up early because the kids are up at 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock or 4 o'clock. I can't get up any earlier than that. Then when they go to bed at night, put them to bed. And have an hour, half an hour, even if you can only do half an hour, 4 half-an-hour slots or something like that. But if you cannot find an hour, then you're not in the right position to start building a business, to start building a future that you desire. If you want it bad enough, you'll do it. So make sure you put it in your schedule and you plan it, okay? So next, we want to be looking at the environment. If your kids are jumping all over you or people are always pulling you from pillar to post, I need you to do this, I need this sorted, I need that sorted. That's not a 60-minute and 90-minute slot that you can actually do anything productive in. You need to switch all notifications off. You need to put yourself in an environment, in an area where nobody can disturb you, okay? That's why I like to do it early in the morning, but again, you can do it in the evening. Now, again, if you're tight on time, and I'm going to keep going over this, but if you are, and you have a partner and you say, well, that's the only time that we get to be together, then do it in the room with them there. Just say to them, you watch whatever you want to watch, you do whatever you want to do. I'm just going to concentrate on this for 60 minutes, or bring them in. Get them to work with you for those 60 minutes, for those 90 minutes, for those slots, building the futures that you desire. Work as a team. After all, it's going to benefit everybody in the household at the end of the day. So make sure that your environment is set. And if you have to take yourself out of that environment, a lot of us, when we work, we have an hour lunch. So, 60 minutes. Where could you go? Could you go into a coffee shop, put some headphones in, focus on what you want to do, get yourself a brew, get yourself some lunch, 60 minutes, boom, focused attention on that. If you've only got a lunch break that is an hour, you've got a 45-minute break. It's the same sort of thing. At the end of the day, some people will say, well, I can't find 60 minutes. I could only find 50 minutes because I've got to get there and back. Yeah. Understandable. Do you know what I mean? It's not that tight a deadline, but just make sure that you're making slots for this and you're in an environment where you can focus, that inspires you. Sit by a lake, sit somewhere where there's a great view. Sometimes hotels can be fantastic for this as well. There's a real sort of holiday vibe and a feeling in a hotel foyer or coffee shop in a hotel or something. So put yourself in those environments, okay? Can't emphasize that enough. Me, myself, I have obviously my own office, but I didn't. I used to do this on the kitchen table, as I say, with the whole family still asleep. And that was it. I was out. I was springing your step. Trust me, when you actually start making this a habit, you will bounce out of bed early in the morning if you are an early riser, because you'll be so excited about what it is you're going to do, because you'll know the plan. You'll know how to get out there and you'll know how to do it. Okay? So the next thing is making sure it's a regular habit. As I say, if you can only do it 3 times a week, just do it 3 times a week, but make sure that you do it. Okay? If you can't even do that, one session, one 60 to 90 minute session a week, solid session, planned out, know exactly what you're going to be doing. When you sit down, will make a massive difference. Will still make a massive difference, okay? But the more you can do this and the more regularity you can add to this, making it a habit, the better you will be. Monday to Friday, I do a 60 to 90 minute session every single morning where I plan out my goals, I review my goals, I plan out my business, I plan out my marketing strategies, I plan out where I want to invest, I plan out finding deals, I plan out finding customers, I plan out finding tenants, I plan out finding landlords and growing my businesses, my property businesses and everything else. I plan out my health, my goals and everything. It's all strategically planned. And our best laid plans can go to pot. We all know that. But at least you need a plan, you need a vision, you need some goals. And once you've got the goals, then you can break it down into daily steps, daily actions. I want to start a property business. I want to start a rent-to-rent business. You know, if you're watching this and you're big into rent-to-rent, I want to start a rent-to-rent business. Now, whether that's serviced accommodation or HMO, first of all, you need to set yourself up for success, which is what we say. So at the end of the day, visit the propertyunleashed.com, download the free tools and resources there and have that as one of your first tasks. I'm going to go through the 10-step rent-to-rent business builder guide and I'm going to start putting into action some of the things that I need to do there. Now, if you want serious help on that to push and support you, we have the rent-to-rent business builder training program. Of course, you can come and join that and you can put that down as this is what I'm going to do. My 60-minute is to watch the training, is to follow the roadmap to success, and that will help me build up a rent-to-rent business a lot quicker. But if you don't do that, again, get the free guides and resources, use that as a 60-minute plan to start building your business, to start putting things in place, and then just follow the systems and the processes that you need to do. But make sure that, you know, today I've looked at business, we've got a company name now. Tomorrow I'm going to register the company and I'm going to start the proceedings to get a business bank account. The next day I'm going to make sure I've got the compliances and things, and then I'm going to start looking at my marketing and I'm going to start looking at how I can talk to people and things. If you've got a plan and you know you're going to sit down and do it, then you will succeed. Now, if you're in there early in the morning, you're saying, well, my plan today is to speak to, 5 agents. You're not going to be able to speak to 5 agents at like 6:30 in the morning, are you? 5:30, 6:30 in the morning. So at the end of the day, you need to be saying, right, well, this is the plan. This is what I'm going to say. I know exactly who I'm going to ring, who I'm going to talk to. When am I going to do it? In my lunch breaks, potentially. At the end of the day, if I finish early or on my day off. You have it planned out then, and you can take the other actions. So it's vastly important that you put these slots together, that they are planned, that you know exactly what it is you're going to be doing when you hit these slots, so that you're not sat there twiddling your thumbs thinking, ooh, what should I do now? I've got an hour of time. Know what it is, plan ahead, and then if you do get those actions and tasks done and you've still got time left and you want to do more, do more. And that way, if you've got 5 days or 5 plans all planned out and you only managed to do 2, that week, but you managed to do 3 the next week, and maybe the week after that you managed to do 5. As long as you're always ahead with the way that you've planned out these times, you'll always have something else to do. So you might do a task and you might have allocated yourself 60 minutes to do this task or a couple of tasks, and it might only take you 20 minutes. Then move on to the next task. Start the next task in that block. No disturbances. This is how you drive yourself forward. This is how you will get the future that you want. And this, if you want it bad enough and you want to change your life, will fundamentally change the way that you look at life and the way that you do things. You have to have clarity in what it is you want by knowing your goals, knowing your vision, and knowing your numbers. I'm massive on building a property business, whether that's in serviced accommodation, which we can help you with as well. Rent to rent, HMOs, PLOs, anything like that, deal sourcing, all of these different strategies that you can use. Whether you're already a business owner, but you haven't got enough leads, you haven't got enough customers or clients coming your way, we can help you with all of these different things. This is what we do here. We help businesses, we help people, we help you all grow and become better. Entrepreneurs, business owners, and start to design and build the lives that you desire and want. I've done that for myself, and I now love showing and sharing and helping people to do the same. So what are you going to do now? You're going to plan out these slots. You're going to get excited and you're going to do it for a few weeks, and then it's going to start to wear thin. You're not going to see the results that maybe you were hoping for. Mark promised these results. He said you're going to get super fast results and everything. You will. You have to be consistent and persistent in doing so. Do this for the next 90 days. You can do it for the next 30, but make sure that you're jotting down everything that you've done and the results that you're getting as well, and then review them after every 30 days. But try and do this for 90 days, 3 months. And each month, each week, I review each week how I've done. But when you're starting out, don't make it too difficult for yourself. After a month, sit down and in one of your 60-minute slots, review your journaling, review what you've done, review the tasks that you've done, and see how far you've come. And have a little celebration, because you will be celebrating jobs that you've done, things that you've opened up, things that you've started, things that you've learned. Try this out for yourself, honestly. And once you start to see the results, you'll never stop doing it. And trust me, it's a simple ladder, a simple staircase to success. You just need to start taking the steps in the right direction to go up. And if you just have a corporate job that you want to move up on that, this will help you. This will help you progress up that, because you will become a better person. You will become a more knowledgeable person, and you will be taking the actions to move yourself in the direction that you want to go. You may be going off here at the moment and you want to go straight forward. Take these actions and you will be able to course correct and get yourself going straight forward. I hope this episode's helped you. If it has, please feel free to leave comments. Please feel free to share it or leave a review wherever you're listening to it, watching it, whatever like that. Visit thepropertyunleashed.com, where we have free tools and resources and masterclass trainings to help you in entrepreneurship, mindset, and property strategies. Again, it's fantastic to have you joining me on this video, and I look forward to seeing you on the next episode of Property Unleashed. So, take care, keep focusing on your vision, keep focusing on your dreams, push yourself forward, and bye for now.